Hey YouTube, it's me again. Long time no see. So I just filmed a look, kind of feeling like putting some makeup on, but I thought I would also talk to you about some expired and empties, because those are kind of my favorite videos to watch, and I've got a lot of green beauty and some conventional that I have to say goodbye to. So stick around if you want to come along. Where should we start? Some of these make me really sad because there's still makeup in them, but I had to give them up anyway. This is Well People. This is their Bio Brightener. Oh, it's so gorgeous. This is even old packaging. That's how old this is. But I am gonna, it's like Living Luminizer but more pigmented. I'd even compare it to Magic Luminizer, maybe a little less gold, but it's starting to smell like Play-Doh, so I can't keep it and use it and love it. It comes in a stick form. I do really recommend this. I probably will repurchase. I just tend to always buy the RMS because it's easier to get a hold of now that it's at Sephora. But I have a soft spot in my heart for Well People, so it may find its way back. Another thing you can get at Sephora now, oh my gosh, Juice Beauty Illuminating Primer. And this is coconut water based, and it's so slightly shimmery. I'd almost compare it to the Becca ones without silicone, and it does have coconut alkalines in it. But I didn't have a problem with it breaking me out, so I would recommend this. It's about $40 something. Very clean ingredients. Doesn't do a whole lot, but I like it anyway. So I tend to put it under the eyes and definitely in this area where I want to be more illuminated, and it dries really quickly, so you want to blend it in and then let it set. How do we like the lighting today? Please let me know. I'm trying to use an actual light instead of just the outside because it's been so gray. I haven't been able to film in ages, so we're trying it. Juice Beauty. Can you get this at Sephora? I didn't buy this from Sephora, but I think you can now. This is their Stem Cellular CC Cream, and it has SPF 30. It's doesn't have as much coverage. I was using the IT Cosmetics CC cream before, and that was like my favorite thing before I went on my green beauty journey. This did not replace that, but I enjoyed it all the same. I used it up mainly for the sunscreen. I almost always put foundation on top of it, and it can be a little bit sticky, so you want to powder this when you're done. I don't think I will be repurchasing. Now here's a bit of a topic. I actually have two things. Oh my gosh, what I replaced this with. So I used to always use Hawaiian Tropic, this Lighting Man sunscreen. I'm sorry for the changing lighting, you guys. But this has really dangerous ingredients, especially for the coral reef, as well as like not just being too great for your body. You don't really want your largest organ, your skin, to be absorbing all the ingredients in this. So I replaced it with 100% pure SPF 30. It is a mist. This took me some time to get used to. It does give a bit of a white cast, so I would say body, not necessarily face. But I really appreciated having it on vacation. Even my husband would use it, and he is not a sunscreen user, so it can't be that bad, right? MAC Strobe Cream. I barely used this at all because I bought the sample right before I started reading about ingredients. And ooh, there's not a lot of good stuff in here. And it's unfortunate because MAC was cruelty-free and they were this great Canadian company, and of course they have Viva Glam and all these wonderful things that they do, but they're not making safe products, so I can't continue to support them until that changes, hopefully. Wouldn't that be cool? Favorite mascara. This is Sappho New Paradigm vegan mascara and natural, which is hard to come by. A lot of things have beeswax in them. This does have a plastic bristle brush. The first time I bought this mascara, it had just a natural bristle, and I definitely preferred that. I always seem to scratch my eyes with the plastic ones. Does anyone else have that problem? So I probably won't be repurchasing since I found a cheaper version you can buy on well.ca if you're in Canada. It's Pure Anata or Pure Anata. I never know how to say that. And it's about 1/3 of the price of this one. But I would recommend this if you have access to it and you don't want something that smudges, makes your eyes water. I mean, in the natural beauty realm, this is a really great option. I have what I replaced all my Kat Von D stuff with. This is 100% Pure's Black Tea. I don't know if this is waterproof, but like if they say it's waterproof, but oh my gosh, this is the longest lasting natural eyeliner ever. It's almost difficult to remove. So if you're looking for something that'll hold up to like the Kat Von D ones, it's not a felt pen, which I did prefer, but I mean, you can't beat that. It's so amazing. So I do have the ink liner in Hemingway that I'm decluttering. We have the, oh, this is Urban Decay 24/7 waterproof liquid eyeliner. This is also in brown. I try and do brown. It's a little more natural, less harsh looking. And I still think it gives like the same pop that black does. I don't know why everyone's so obsessed with black, but hey, power to ya. We have a Trooper that everybody uses, Kat Von D again. And this is Kat Von D's Tattoo Brow that I will just not recommend. It's very weird. It makes you look like you have a felt pen, like a felt pen that doesn't have enough ink in it. Not a huge fan of that one. This is why you gotta check your expired makeup, guys. Don't be putting gunk on your face. As much as we love it, as much as it probably still smells fine, and this I think expired after 2 years. I had it for 4 or 5. This is the Bite Beauty lip mask, agave lip mask, and I did use it every night. It was so hard to get out of this big tube though. You almost have to like warm it up before you use it, so I do prefer the smaller kind of travel trial sizes, and I have another one of those on the go. So here we've got MAC Prep and Prime. Again, I barely used this. I bought it to try, and then I didn't want to be putting that kind of stuff on my skin when I found out what could clear up my cystic acne and everything was getting rid of silicones in my makeup. So goodbye to MAC and most of the conventional beauty products that I love. So I dyed my hair black for over a decade. I started maybe when I was like 12 years old. I wanted blue black all the time. It was really hard to maintain. So what was recommended to me was, this is by Clinique. This is the Brow Shaper. It's like a little powder. It comes with a really crappy brush in charcoal that is supposed to match black hair really well. I don't know if you should ever put gray on your brows. I'm not sure it ever looked really good. I would say taupe is probably a nicer way to go. I wouldn't repurchase, and it's super old, so I'm hoping to find a fairly decent way to get rid of all these instead of just throwing them in the trash. But what do you do with your expired makeup? I mean, it seems so wasteful, so I'm really trying not to buy very much, if anything, because I don't want it just to all go in the landfills because of my overconsumption. So learning experiences. Another great mascara. This is by 100% Pure. This is their Fruit Pigmented in black tea, but I've tried blackberry and blueberry from them. They all smell so good, which is very weird. I do find that they flake, and I like it a little better after it dries out. So when I'm first using it, it's a little too wet, and then it dries out, and then I like it more. I wouldn't say it's better than Sappho, but if you can get it in one of their deals where you get like a free mascara, it's worth it. Why not? I don't know if it's worth $35, but it's worth getting it to try. Oh, Tarte. This is what I started buying, which was recommended to me as natural at Sephora. Not true. Tarte is a greenwashed brand, and a ton of their ingredients are awful. A ton of their packaging is made in China. I don't even want to know what's in some of their stuff. And it's very hard to find the ingredients on a lot of products, and if they're not showing you your full list of ingredients, that's enough to question what's going on in there. This is their bronzer in Park Avenue Princess. I used to use this as eyeshadow a lot. I like to almost look like I'm not wearing makeup, just naturally okay. There's like a little indie beauty brand. I wish I used this more. It was so pretty. This is Brija Stolen Luxury Face Highlight. I think this was part of their Villains collection. Oh no, a mirror on YouTube. It's like a pinky lavender undertone almost. I like the little compact. It was really affordable. Brija is a great brand, I think. I didn't used to love loose eyeshadows, but I really think that, what's her name, Jess, does a wonderful job. Check it out. Affordable green beauty alternative. Josie Maran, another fairly greenwash brand. Yes, they use some decent ingredients, but maybe better than more luxury brands. Actually, the more you pay for something in luxury conventional beauty, the more toxins it seems to have sometimes. Their coconut watercolor in Island Pink, and I used to love it just on the lips. I don't even know if you're supposed to use it on the lips, but that's what I used to do. Almost looked like my lips were just naturally flushed. I really like that. Benefit Dandelion. I've gone through a lot of these. I went through a NARS Orgasm Blush, and then I've been through Benefit Dandelion ever since, and now I can't use it anymore, or I choose not to because it's not very good for my skin. But it is beautiful, light pinky. We probably all know about this, and I just have like a little travel size. This powder is not bad. It's really pigmented. This is the Lock-It Translucent. Oh, Well, it's really pigmented. It'll make you look kind of white if you're using this. It's a loose powder. I think it's good for baking. And unfortunately, a lot of vegan cosmetics mean just more toxins instead of natural alternatives, so not always the healthiest. Check your labels, please. Ooh, this is my first MAC purchase ever. This is their lip pencil in Beat, and I bought it when I really wanted to wear dark lips, but I didn't have the balls to. And now it's 9 years old. So talk about expired makeup. Let's see if I can remember the website I used to check the ages of all these batch numbers. They don't have a lot of the green cosmetics companies, so you might have to do that on your own, but conventional makeup, if you're conventional makeup users, you should be able to find them, and some of them are even old before you get them, especially Too Faced products. They can sit for like 4 years before you even buy it. This is also Sephora's Pleasant Plum. I was really into MAC Media, and I wanted those kind of lip colors. I still love those, so I'm trying to find more alternative. This is kind of an alternative to Boy Brow. What is that, by Glossier? And this is 100% pure. This is in soft browns. Even with my dark hair, I have like black eyebrows, and I like to soften them a little bit. So this is like a brush. Look how tiny that brush is. It's amazing. It's Brow Builder. I think it even has fibers in it. So again, very similar to Boy Brow. I would recommend checking that out. It's often sold out because it is so, so good. Oh my gosh, I bought this in Sephora. Really dark lighting. And I wanted to look like this lady I had seen. She had tan skin, dark hair, green eyes, and a nude lip, and she had like this pinky smoky eye, and I thought this was what would make me look like her. It didn't work. It didn't work. I have like a little indent of how many times I tried to use it, but I'm not feeling it. And Urban Decay has, again, Teflon in a lot of their eyeshadows, but I think it's called PFT or something, so I'm not going to be putting those on my eyes. I've actually had texture build up on my eyelids from using those kind of eyeshadows. My eyes were always irritated, although I never noticed until I switched to natural eyeshadows, and I tried to use my conventional ones again, and I couldn't stop like scratching my eyes. It was amazing, the difference. So just be aware of that. Ooh, a bit more of a conventional option. This is Charlotte Tilbury Linda? I don't know what color this is. Anyway, Charlotte Tilbury's Legendary Brow. Look how big this packaging is. It's like kind of insane. Tiny, tiny, tiny brush. I liked it. I might get it in the clear, just as like a gel that holds, but I don't think I would repurchase, so just FYI on that one. Oh, NARS is this Dragon Girl. I bought this because Taylor Swift wore this. I'm such a sucker. It smells like cherries. It's beautiful. It lasted through Christmas dinner a few years ago when I wore it. NARS has a lot of lead in their lipsticks. They're one of the worst in the industry for that. And I might do a video showing how you can use a gold ring to test lipsticks for lead. If you would be interested, please leave me a comment to check it out. I kind of want to do the experiment anyway. I could do it off camera if I have to. This is the only gloss I would wear because I hate sticky glosses, and I grew up when gloss was a big deal and no one was really into lip liner or lipstick. This is Dandelion. It smells really good. The shimmer is very subtle, and it's not sticky, so bonus, bonus, bonus. This is kind of a weird thing. This was Dita Von Teese Art Deco's collection. Does this even say what color it is? It was like the brick red. Oh, it smells like vanilla still. It's so good. I used this like crazy. Dita Von Teese knows how to make a good red lipstick. I will tell you that. I'm obsessed with her. I am decluttering because it's years old and I have to do better. And I don't know about Art Deco's ingredients. I think they're a European brand and it's a little harder to find their full ingredient list. These make me so sad. I had all of these original Sappho blushes. I have Emma's blush and Toots and Love the Cheeks. And Bronze Goddess is probably my favorite. I never really used bronzer until I had this, and then I love this just for like subtle contouring. I love it on the eyelid. I think it's just great. And Sappho is very sustainable. You can just buy the pans, so it's very low waste, which is amazing. And I will repurchase those slowly but surely. They're about $25 a piece, so I'm sad to see them go, but I've had them for maybe 4 years or so, and it's just too long for that. And they've even reformulated since then, so I have to get my hands on those new formulations. Here's another bronzer that I used to use as eyeshadow often. This is Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. It's medium deep. I liked that it was matte, so I'd wear that as like my contour in my eyelid. This is what I got to replace NARS Orgasm. This is called Hot Mama. I do think it's a really good dupe. It has better ingredients, but it's time for her to go. So pretty though. I'm actually gonna have to check out New Evolution has a dupe for NARS Orgasm, and that's a natural brand. They call it the MAC Cosmetics of Green Beauty. So this was my favorite ColourPop lipstick ever. This is called Brink, and it's like a nudie pink, which seems so weird because I love dark lips, but this was like if I was gonna wear a mauve, was it 2014 or mauve? That color was everywhere. It was eyeshadows, it was I remember Kathleen Lights was obsessed with it. I used to watch her videos and they would all be like mauve cheeks and eyes and lips, and we were all obsessed. See, monochromatic moods, color moods. I have another NARS lipstick that I love because a dear friend of mine gave it to me, but I won't be wearing it. It's Cruella. This is a bit more of a brick red. It can turn pink on some skin tones though, so be aware of that if you're a bit more olive, maybe not brick enough. Oh, please don't be Topanga. Oh, it's Topanga. This is another color. I mean, I love Boy Meets World, so I had to buy that from ColourPop when they had it. It's like a brick coral? Brick coral? Topanga! Oh, this was my favorite lipstick for a while. I had this when I went rouge at Sephora, which I'm doing a lot better now. I'm barely spending any money at Sephora, and even then, I love that they have clean beauty at Sephora now. I still think you want to check out some ingredients and things, but they do have a lot of good brands and it's way more accessible. So accessibility, you gotta give props for every little step they take. This is So Rouge by Marc Jacobs, and his lipsticks are really good. They don't move around, they don't get into the little fine lines or anything, so I'm kind of sad to see that go. Another Dandelion, I told you this was my favorite lip gloss. This I do not recommend. This is Alima Pure's Brow Definition Pencil, and it's just too soft and the color's not quite right, and I'm not gonna buy again. Like, there's even some left. No. I like a stiffer, that's what she said, I like a stiffer brow pencil. We all know how good Anastasia's clear brow gel is, right? It's going, but I even felt like I could get crusty, like it was a bit much, which I like the Charlotte Tilbury one. You don't have a lot of product on the brush, so it's easier to control. This one, you were getting a lot of product. It's 100% pure in Brandy, and this is just like a cream pot blush. It's probably still good, but who's gonna want something I put my fingers in? So a couple odds and ends left, but I think this video is long enough, so congratulations if you made it this far. Thank you so much for watching. Leave any questions you have down below in the comments, or any requested videos I could do for you if you're interested in green beauty or anything like that. And until next time.